Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to everyone. Okay, um, okay, for today we have our second actually webinar series uh, by Unit KL Business Schools in the Department of Tourism Planning and Development. Okay, first let me introduce myself. My name is Faizal Ayob from Department of Tourism Planning and Development, and I will be responsible for hosting this presentation for today. And I'm glad to welcome Mr. Iskandar Mirza, Muhammad Yusof, which is a Senior Director, Corporate Communication in Tourism Malaysia. So Mr. Iskandar Mirza is presently the Senior Director of Communication Divisions, Tourism Malaysia, and he graduated from the University of North Texas, USA, both in Bachelor of Economic and Master Science Applied Economic, Labor and Industry Relations. And he has joined Tourism Malaysia Research Divisions in 1990 and was appointed as Overseas Director at Stockholm in Sweden in 1997, followed by in Thailand and Myanmar in 2009. He spearheaded multiple divisions of Tourism Malaysia with 30 years of working experience in strategic planning, advertising, public relation, and domestic tourism. And was the head of secretariat for Pata Travel Mart 2018 in Langkawi and Pata Adventure Travel Conference and Mart 2020 in Sabah, Malaysia. Okay, so without further ado, so this is our panel, which is Mr. Iskandar, and Dr. Sharina will be join us later, and I will be the moderator for today. So without further ado, I will pass these sessions to Mr. Iskandar Mirza from Tourism Malaysia.
Cannot hear the voice. Mute.
Sorry, I have to start over again. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and selamat tengah hari. Thank you very much to UNIKL for inviting me to share with you the impact of this pandemic COVID-19, especially in the tourism industry in Malaysia. Okay, let me get to my slide presentation for a while. Give me a few minutes. Open. Ada dah. Open. Mana?
Di open tray tadi tu, kat open tray.
Tadi kita pergi.
Dr. Sharina.
Ini tepi tu.
Carry on. I baru habis meeting. Nanti I join
Okay.
lagi. Ya?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Do you see the slide?
Yes.
Yeah. Need a second. The first one. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. The first thing, when it comes to as you all know, actually the pandemic COVID-19 actually since December last year, they have been identified and it affects the industry since January, especially during the Chinese New Year, where the arrivals start dropping. Yeah, but then when the government stopped to close the border by March 18, 2020, it really affects the tourism industry in Malaysia. So that's why when it comes to this, tourism industry is the first to be affected and the last to revive. Yeah. So along the few months, especially the first half of the year, we done a research online to see how is the people respond on this matter and how we can revive the domestic campaign, the Cuti Malaysia, in order to make sure our economics getting better. Yeah, because tourism is a second major foreign exchange earner for Malaysia. So we need money to be ruled in Malaysia. Yeah, see, even before this, we learned a lesson in the 90s in where when it comes to economic recession, the domestic tourism is the one that really helps in order to improve the economy. So the way forward is to first to give the confidence for publics to travel in the country, yeah, to restore the confidence. Secondly, to make sure the domestic tourism is going on in Malaysia, and thirdly, to maximize the resources in the economy. Okay, when it comes to this, the last few months, what we do is try to make sure the Cuti Malaysia, we try to make it to come back again, the Cuti Malaysia. Even we use the original song by Dato' Siti Nurhaliza in order to make sure, try to revive the industry. Yeah, based on our study, based on the research online, that when we start to open for domestic tourism, people are looking to place just like beaches or adventure in the jungle, national park, and so on. People are not looking into going to the city in per se. Yeah, that's why when you see in the month of March, in the month of June, 10th of June, when the government opened for interstate movement, you can see people going to Port Dickson, people going to Langkawi, and so on. Yeah. And then we also introduce the special packages for civil servants. Yeah, this among others that can really help. Yeah, because in order to help the civil servants. Yeah, when it comes to media, what we do is we are working closely with the TV stations. Yeah, what we did is try to highlight every state, the importance of what the states that can do and what are the new things in the state that they can offer. So nowadays, after due to the pandemic, there is a new norm at all. So those people in the tourism industry must be creative in order to come up with products, yeah, and also services. People are not looking things that what they used to be, yeah. people are thinking about safety, about their social awareness and so on. Yeah, that's why these are the things that you can see here. These are the list of some of the states, majority of the states that how they stimulate the domestic tourism, more or less each other, would they try to portray that what the states can offer to the people in Malaysia. Yeah, in in addition to that, we are also promoting certain products, certain niches product, for example, like bird watching, which is more into ecotourism. Yeah? And we are also take part in the exclusive interview, yeah, in order to have the analysis of Malaysia tourism industry and overall for the last few months. Yeah. Also, we involved uh, in the radio station also, where we try to promote the Cuci-Cuci Malaysia. You can see here, these are a list of what are the things that we promote. Yeah. And also we bring, this is like in July, we bring a groups of media and also bloggers, yeah, influencer, to products that is not well known before. So we bring them to Kelantan, but a different angle and a different storytelling about Kelantan, yeah, so that this product can be promoted. Yeah. All right. Beside that, this we also involve with our social media. Also, as you see, the media socials nowadays play an important role. These are the things that the new way of promotions. Yeah, especially to get the younger generations. Yeah. So for the last few months, we went into that, yeah, and we use this also in our overseas marketing, yeah. How our overseas office, you can use this also in order to promote, just to remind people about Malaysia so that they can come to Malaysia in the future. Yeah. Just now I did mention about the Kelantan trip. So this is the output of the Kelantan trip. I hope there are some students here from Kelantan, but this is a different angle of Kelantan. Yeah, usually we know Kelantan as only the place for the Malay culture, but this one we start with the Chinese, the Baba, the Peranakan Kelantan, the Chinese Peranakan Kelantan culture. So please enjoy this video.
Sorry, Mr. Iskandar, the video is not play.
The video is not play.
Because we not see the video playing because it's just the PowerPoint now. Can you redo it again?
Okay.
You need to share the what we call that screen, whole screen. So that is not only captured for the PowerPoint, they will capture all the video playing also in your screen.
Oh, hold on. Let
Okay,
me.
no problem.
Ada save dekat sini ke?
Go to the open tree tu and then pergi dekat share screen semula, and then boleh playkan video tu.
Share sini.
Kalau ada dah. Buka tu je.
Macam yang ni. Video tu tadi bukan dalam PowerPoint kan? Dekat luar
It's inside
PowerPoint.
dalam PowerPoint.
Oh, dalam PowerPoint. Okay, slide nombor. Next. Okay, audience, I hope can be patient. I think they are trying to rectify the problem of the video. So just be hold on. Okay, Dr. Sharina, are you online? So I can have some because this is our last class, official last class. Okay, shares, if you can share screen, okay? Cuba try share screen, Cik. Yang di open share tray tu, yang di Cik pergi ke share screen. Boleh?
Nampak tak?
Belum lagi. Cik pergi ke more action tadi, sorry, pergi ke share tray tu, open share tray, lepas tu bila cik share screen, so cik boleh ni lah, sharekan video tadi dengan slide presentation tadi.
Kita akan nampak video. Dalam PowerPoint.
Dekat tempat share content tu kan,
Okay, content.
ada desktop tu, ada screen number 1 tu, tekan dekat situ tapi tekan include computer sound sekali.
Nampak?
Include computer sound tak? Rasanya tak include computer sound kot.
Nampak?
Tapi sound dia tak ada ni, kena include computer sound.
Dekat
Sound
tempat
dia
share
kat
tu
tempat share
tekan.
tadi.
Dekat situ. Tekan share balik, stop sharing dulu. Hide tu dulu, hide tu dulu, pangkah tu dulu. Okay, lepas tu tekan balik, tekan share balik.
Okay.
And then include computer sound. Kena stop presenting dulu. Stop dulu. Kat share tu kan ada include computer sound. And then baru tekan yang desktop tu tadi.
Ya? Tak dengar. Habis dah.
Include computer sound.
Dia punya instruction.
Tekan share content and then include computer sound, baru tekan desktop.
Dia dengar.
Tidak boleh.
Cuba mainkan, dengar tak suara. Kalau ikut computer sound, semua.
Buffering ni. Download balik.
Pak volume tak?
Buka dah semua. Oh, tak ada. Kembalikan mana. Sorry ya. Ada.
Ain cuba bagi instruction semula untukkan untuk sound system tu Ain.
Okay.
Sebab yang lain semua dah okey, just sound system tu je problem.
Tekan balik yang share content tu. Lepas tu tekan include computer sound dekat atas desktop tu.
Just tak klikkan including computer sound sebab tu tak boleh kan?
Include computer sound dulu. Baru tekan share screen tu.
Penuh kan? Ini kita share screen.
Yes, ada.
Dengar tak?
Ada, okey.
Ni lah kat sini. Kenapa korang lebih tanah?
Alright. I hope you enjoy the. It's okay. Alright. I hope you enjoy the first video that present about Kelantan. This is something that how we bring influencer and also media in order to promote the demand for the domestic tourism in Kelantan. We also bring in media and social media KOL and bloggers to visit certain area in Malaysia, especially in terms of the SOP, in the standard operating procedure, especially in the tourism industry, because that is of concern of everybody, how the hoteliers, how the restaurants and so on. And recently we also, I think you all know this gentleman, Food Ranger. He's the international bloggers in Malaysia, and actually he is in Malaysia. He lives in Malaysia right now with his wife from China, and he has done a good job where he's promoting Malaysia, especially the street food of Malaysia, and we also assist him on his trip in Kelantan, where he recently he produced a video about the ultimate road trip to Kelantan, Terengganu, and Pahang on the East Coast, and it has a lot of followers, and it really helps in terms of promoting the Malaysia.
Get ready for the ultimate Malaysian East Coast road trip, because in this 7-video series, we're bringing you in full on from KL to Kota Baru, driving past endless beautiful beaches and bringing you to all the delicious food we find along the way. This was truly an amazing road trip, and I think you are going to enjoy all 7 of these episodes, where we discover and bring you along with us for tons of not only amazing food, but so many friendly people and amazing locations too. From the delicious ikan patin tempoyak in Termelo, we set off to Kuantan and found some next level warang locations. Some ikan bakar petai, which I really fell in love with, and tons of street food stalls along the way too. And as we made our way up to Terengganu, we started to find lots of unique satar stalls and Keropok liqueur stalls, and I was so surprised to see the whole process of so many amazing foods on the east coast of Malaysia. Watching all of the ikan paste and all of the ingredients go in, it was super fun to watch. Of course, we also explored a ton of Terengganu as well. Tasted the famous nasi dagang. Wow, that was delicious. And then the incredible next level foamy tea as well. A few other favorite dishes was the budu, the fermented anchovy paste. That was strong and very potent. The lemongrass chicken cooked right in the barrel with so much lemongrass and local spices, so flavorful. And then of course, Laksam, our friend Shafan, invited us to his home, and we watched how it was made with the most unique wheat noodles in Kampong Jambu, Bangkok, one of the most beautiful beaches we've ever been to. And the whole East Coast was just endless beaches, and I was just so in awe of the beauty of the east coast of Malaysia. And through all of these dishes, I was blown away not only with all the flavors, but by how friendly people were as well. Everywhere we went, almost nobody took our money. We tried to pay, but the hospitality was just incredible. It was just amazing. And after living in Malaysia for 1 year now, I can truly say that it's my favorite country in the world. And my wife and I are so lucky to be living here full time. It's just such a happy place. And I'm also really happy to be promoting this wonderful country. And that's what we're gonna keep doing, showcasing Malaysia, showing how beautiful it is, showing how amazing it is, showing how much delicious variety of food there is, and by how friendly everyone here is, because there is so many endless possibilities for travel here. My goal is to showcase the beauty of Malaysia and to encourage people to visit here, because it truly is Malaysia, truly Asia. Thank you. Get ready.
Okay, so this you can see that this is in one angle. You can see that how an international bloggers really helps in order to promote Malaysia, not only for domestic tourism but also for international. When we review his follower, we can see that some of his follower really will come to Malaysia. They say that after the border opens, just because of his all his videos about Malaysia and how they see about Malaysia. All right, you can see here these are in terms of the tourism and culture recovery plan. Based on our study and the way that the strategy that we use. First is to restore the confidence to travel, especially in Malaysia, among Malaysians. You can see here that we are doing this together with the help smart partnership with the media and local TV stations and promotion through cross-platform portal and social media, and also the collaborations with the KOL and local influencers. Secondly, we will try to revive the domestic tourism, and this is cooperation with the industry players and providing incentive and rebates. This is in order so that the people it can increase the demand for people to travel. For example, the last few weeks, you can see that whether it's Malaysia Airlines or AirAsia or Malindo Air, they are giving some a good price for people who would like to travel. This is under this revived domestic tourism. So, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, since last few days, the Prasarana, if you travel in KL, there is My 30 Ringgit, where it offers for those who would like to take the public transport in Kuala Lumpur. Soon there are more to come with the association, those who are involved in the industry, and also the events, the zoo. The zoo also will have something special for people for them to increase the demand for Malaysians to travel domestically. And thirdly, to maximize resources, this is a collaboration with relevant governments, agencies, and also national government, non-government organizations. So this is to create new demand, create new services, and to give more impact towards tourism industry in Malaysia. Okay, these are among others when we work with local influencers, how we use our influencers, among others, we identify them and how we will use them in order to increase the demand for domestic tourism, especially the new generations. And also these are the international influencers who are staying in Malaysia. They are staying in Malaysia. Just like the Food Ranger, these are among others like the Aki from Japan, Marco Ferrarese from Italy, and this orang putih kita who are Australian who are staying in Kota Kinabalu in Sabah, and Rhys Williams who are staying here in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, we are also working cross-platform with portal and media social. These are among others. Siakap Keli, I guess most of you all know Siakap Keli, O Media, Roti Kaya, and also some of the major travel media agency. These among other the famous one, like Backpackers, more into adventure, Gaya Travels, Borneo Talk in Sarawak, and so on. And also we are organizing webinar. This is webinar for the last few months. Also we are, when we have a webinar, we try to bring in the angles of storytelling, especially new product, to create demand for new product. Where we bring in the tour guide and journalists. Yeah, for example, the Lembah Bujang, the archaeological site in Kedah, Tasik Kenyir. So this is try to promote the Tasik Kenyir. You just imagine Tasik Kenyir since March, nobody went to Tasik Kenyir. So for sure there's a lot of fish over there. Yeah. The Kota Belud, something, a new destination for the millennial tourism. Selama in Perak, more into pelancongan desa in Perlis, and also another one, the Bung Jagoi. This is a new product in the Hilland in Sarawak. Also, we have this program where we call it exchange sessions, where we bring in the industry player and we have a webinar, and we did it so that all our overseas office, yeah, travel agents from other countries can get the feedback on this new product. These are among others. Actually, we've done about 5 sessions this program, so that try to give this information to all industry players in another country. Yeah, and there is also one session where we even bring where our overseas office arrange for certain product and so on. Yeah, among others, like for example, Chef Ismail also do a presentation on gastronomy or food tourism in Malaysia. All right, this is also where we, as you know, that Tourism Malaysia is a member of Pacific Asia Travel Association, or PATA, where they give Malaysia to be the host of this program called PATA Dream to Travel Festival. There's a 1-week program where they give it to Malaysia. So this way but as you know that we have to do everything virtually, but there's a session where we put a video also, where we bring in certain product. We even introduce, for example, one of the day we have what we call a ghost tourism, where we present about Kelly Castle and also the Ghost Museum in Penang. So nowadays you have to be very creative in order to create a new product. And there is one day where we have live with Chef Ismail and with William talking about food in Malaysia, and even Chef Ismail make a demonstration on the food, preparation of food. Yeah? And this is a PATA Travel Mart part 2020, where we the new way of the tourism industry, where all the business to business is done through virtual. Yeah. So, and this is the way forward. This is the way forward. Everything is nowadays through this kind of matter. There is no face to face. It's more you only see the screen and you make all the arrangements. Yeah. This is among others. Yeah. During the PATA Travel Mart. And this is also a webinar organized by the industry. You can see here, there's a lot of, the last few months actually, there's a lot of webinar being organized, international and also domestically. And we took the opportunity how we can promote Malaysia, in Malaysia, and also to share Malaysia experience during this crisis with another country. Alright, this is collaboration with influencer brands. You can see here, beside that, in Malaysia, in order to make sure the domestic tourism is still going on, we also collaborate with other influential brands in Malaysia, especially to promote the City Malaysia. You can see here, the first one is when we work together with BHP Petrol. We also work with Petron, and the latest right now we work also with Oppo. In terms of publications, due to this crisis, we really need to update information in our website, because people are looking into it. People want to know what is the latest going on. So we have this COVID-19 information. We update travelers and so on. And we have our e-newsletter, and we always update also in our special COVID sessions once every 2 or 3 days. So basically, this is all my presentations. You can see that nowadays, due to the pandemic 19, the overall scenario in the tourism industry are totally different. More or less, we are back into what we used to be in the 1990s. So we are back in time. Even our figures, the tourist arrival from January until September, we are decreased by 78% in terms of arrival compared to 2019. And the same scenario also in our tourism receipts. And this scenario not only happened in Malaysia, this all happen all over the world, especially those who are involved in the tourism industry. Even in the average percentage decrease reported by United Nations World Tourism Organizations is about 76 to 78%. So for sure there is a decrease of arrival for 2020, and we hope that to start with is the domestic tourism. We have to make sure our domestic tourism is developed, so that it will improve the economy of Malaysia. Until the borders open or until the government introduce a green bubble where between two destinations. So hopefully, if that thing happen sometimes in the 2021, so we might see arrival, especially from country in ASEAN, might come to Malaysia in 2021. Other than that, we really solely depend on domestic tourism. With that, I open for question and answer.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Iskandar Mirza. I hope you all enjoy with these amazing presentations. So as usual, this session we will giving an opportunity, especially to the student from UniKL or any other audience online right now, to give your opinion or to ask any questions in regards our Tourism Malaysia current situation of this pandemic. So I open to the floor. Okay, we have Ain.
Hi, Mr. Iskandar Mirza. I have 2 questions. The first one, like, if is there any platform provided by Tourism Malaysia if us students or like anyone in the society have like a tourism project proposal to develop specific like other states in Malaysia, because we did do some research with DBKL as they do development in Kuala Lumpur, but I'm not sure about other states if there's any other platform provided. And my second question, and if there is any, will there be any like funding or grant provided by Tourism Malaysia? Okay, I think that's it.
All right. Thank you, Nur Ain. Okay. All right. Tourism Malaysia is an agency under the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Our role is to promote domestically and also international. Okay, that's why the name Malaysia Tourism Promotion Board. The role of development, when you mention about development and funding grant, is under the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture per se. Okay, Tourism Malaysia is only an agency. So when the product is ready, the ministry itself take care of the development. Yeah, there is a development grant, but development fund, but it goes to the state. Yeah, so when the product is ready, yeah, we can advise you. When the product is ready, then Tourism Malaysia is an agency that can really help to promote, whether domestic or international. So I hope you understand.
Yeah, that answer. But can I add one more question?
Yes.
Because like in our like most of our assignments, sometimes like the lecturer asks us to like create video on tourism products. Since Tourism Malaysia is in charge on the promotion of tourism products, so like is it possible if like we provide any of like our assignment products to the Tourism Malaysia to be promoted as well?
Yes, we are welcome. Yeah, we even in our social media, we use UGC, also to certain, but we have a quality that we look into the what we receive, and if it's good, then we will use it also. You can go into our website malaysia.travel, into our Facebook malaysia.travel. So yeah, you can follow us, and you can also contact me, Iskandar at tourism.gov.my. If it's good, I can tell you that we can use it. Like for example, just now the video about Kelantan, we also introduced for Jerantut, we also introduced for Temerloh, we also introduced for Gopeng. Yeah. So that's how we don't do for Kuala Lumpur or Malacca or Penang anymore. We go into certain locations specifically. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And I'm from Kelantan, by the way.
All right, you must enjoy that video.
Okay, thank you very much, Ain. A good question. So we understand that Tourism Malaysia also will give an opportunity, whether it's from student work, university, or any other what we call that agency or private agency who able to contribute in order to promote Malaysia itself, isn't it, Mr. Iskandar?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, father.
Any other questions? Okay. For this opportunity, I would like to introduce our head of school, which is our head of tourism study, Dr. Sharina. Are you free now?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And can you see me? Yes?
Not yet.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
All right. Sorry. Actually, I don't know what happened. My laptop tiba-tiba tertutup, so I have to use my handphone now. So I hope
Okay.
you can see me still,
Yeah.
right? Okay. First of all, thank you so much, Cik Iskandar Mirza, for accepting our invitation to become the guest speaker for today's session. I'm Dr. Sharina, the head section for tourism UniKL Business School. And I have a question actually. Okay. From your presentation, I can see that there's a lot of initiative and strategy being implemented or initiated by Tourism Malaysia in order to help revive the industry, right? Of course, nampak ada kira a very focused effort, especially in combating this difficult situation, kan? Question is there or how do you actually measure the effectiveness of your strategy? I mean, do you have any indicators? I mean, to the extent sekarang, I mean, apa yang you buat tu, do you see any results so far?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Doctor. The first one that we got from the federal government, that 30 million, the one that I presented just now, what we call it a package rancangan ekonomi. We just begin. Actually, the last few weeks. The first one we try to help is the airline, the Malaysia Airlines, Asia, and Malindo Air. So yes, frankly speaking, Malaysia Airlines and Asia, they say yes, they have not given the report. Malindo Air, they say that the first week was a little bit slow, but now it's picking up from Malindo Air. But you can see there is the demand. We want to create more demand right now, so that and people will take the airline. There is a discount, so there is a discount for the people, to travel right now. Because for people to travel to make their own decision to travel right now might be a little bit difficult, But with those kind of incentives, yes, hopefully it will create the demand, And this will be continued in 2021, There is more to come, where it will help the people to move around, to go, move from their area to increase the demand for tourism, not only for airline, but also in other parts of those in the industry as a whole. That include hotels, that include attractions, theme parks, even museums, even the national park and so on. But this is still the early stage. We need time before we evaluate those things.
Is there any chance for institution like us, university kan, academic, to support you in any ways for in term of promoting the tourism sector?
Yes, we welcome the idea. It depends on to what extent the institution can help us. Yeah, we do welcome for that kind of purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, we welcome any proposal that you can submit us.
Alright. For UniKL Business School, kita selalu live dengan Datuk Amar.
Okay, he's the heading the domestic tourism,
Exactly. So I just send him this webinar punya ni, dia bagi thumbs up. I tunjuk lah. We have a guest speaker from Tourism Malaysia.
I see.
Okay. Any question from students?
Sheena, please proceed with your question, please. Thank you.
I have one question. What is the challenges that the Tourism Malaysia faces in to strategize the
tourism in Malaysia.
You mean strategize during this pandemic time period or what?
Yeah, during the pandemic period.
Okay.
Because
Kena,
I saw just if I'm not mistake few last week or not, I saw that it says that Tourism Malaysia they menggalakkan what is it golongan B40 untuk melancong.
Or specific target market from Tourism Malaysia. So she want to know about that strategy to promote for the B40 target market, Mr. Iskandar.
okay. Kena anak saya, you must be from Sarawak, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to challenge ni memang banyak, ya. We cannot make, there are so many, everyone is affected in the industry, yeah. You name it. Just now I mentioned from the airlines to the hotel, to the travel agents, to the restaurants, yeah, to the product owner, theme parks, national park, you name it, everyone is affected with tourism. For country like us in Malaysia, we are tourism is the second major foreign exchange earner to Malaysia untuk duit masuk ke negara kita. So it's affected, yeah. And when you see that it's affected, there is also a domino effect. For example, if we're talking to hotel, yeah, where do they get the supply of the vegetables or fish? From the market. So those who are selling those fish and sayur ke telur ke, all are affected. So there is a domino effect on this matter. Okay, and it's not easy to please everyone. Yeah, as you say that we have to work with states and also we have to work with NGOs, non-government organizations. There are in Malaysia, for example, when you're talking about travel associations, there are MATA, there are MITA, there are MIKTA, there are MIKA, Bumitra, you name it. When it comes to accommodation, you have Malaysia Association of Hotel, MAH. You have the Malaysia Budget Hotel Association, MYBA. You have the Homestay Association. So these are among others, yeah. So everyone is trying. That's why when we say that the stimulus package that we are having right now, we try to make sure every sector of those are involved with the tourism industry will benefit of it. Yeah. But it takes time because we need to finalize the mechanism how we can give the money to this association. Yeah. So that is the challenge when you strategize this matter. Yeah. But the one thing is that based on our nowadays, especially we have to go into the media social, and we can see that people are looking forward to go out and try to explore more about the country. Yeah, but notwithstanding with that, there are people who can the demand of travel. If we push, yeah, they will go to travel. If we don't push, they will not go to travel. Priority is on other things. Yeah. For example, the one you see B40 ke M40 used to be the priority, but now might be not the priority in their list. Yeah. But some people, they are in a different scenario. Malaysian also got different scenario. For example, I can share with you. Yeah. This is to one side of one angle of Malaysian. Yeah. Because previously Malaysian, there are also Malaysians who yang mungkin berada, they always travel overseas every year. Okay, when it comes to shopping, maybe they give Paris. Okay, when the border stop, when we close the border, these people cannot travel overseas. They're stuck here in our own country kan. So, especially from March until June, they're stuck in their home. But in the month of June, when the government start to open kata tu boleh merentas negeri, these people, the demand, there's a high demand among the 5-star resort in the beach area. So, to a certain extent, 5-star resort in the beach area, they are not really affected by the pandemic 19 though. Not really affected lah, might be a little bit. So the scenario of a difference between different segments in Malaysia. But certain hotel they have to close, kan? So you have to see the one that is badly affected when it comes to hotel, actually the city hotel. There are so many city hotel and people don't go to the city hotel. So they are the one that are most affected. And they are the one that have to be very creative in their product. That's why they use, even some of the hotels like in Kuala Lumpur, they even introduce service that what they call staycations. You can go and work at the hotel, kan? Even certain hotel, there's one hotel in the city center in Kuala Lumpur. The people can order for their housekeeping to go to their apartment in the city center itself. So they have to be very creative in order to survive during this kind of difficult period. So that's okay. That's why the challenge when we arrange the strategy is not easy. It's complex per se. I think it's very complex. So your second question about the B40, yes, that is what we are doing for the package rancangan ekonomi, and in 2021 there's a stimulus where we try to initiate to give we have to be very creative in order to help the industry and also to help the consumer in order for them to travel within Malaysia. Okay, in the next few months you will hear about this in the media also. You will hear about special package on that, special how the consumer will get benefit out of it. I hope that answers your question, Shena.
Yes. Once again, one question. What do you expect? Your opinion for the tourism industry for the next year?
For 2021.
Yeah.
For 2021, especially the first half of the year, we still have to depend on domestic tourism. As long as selagi international border belum open, the tourism industry in Malaysia will depend on domestic tourism. If you read the media, there are some countries like try to make what we call a green bubble. Have you all heard about it or not? Where they might allow, for example, few months back, Singapore and Hong Kong, they tried to use a bubble. Singapore and Hong Kong. Okay, because at the time, both countries said that the number, they are more or less controlled in terms of the pandemic situation, the safety. But I think last 2 weeks, there is an increase in the cases in Hong Kong. So, totally Singapore stopped it. So, this is called green bubble. So between two country or two destination. Malaysia, yes, we might try to introduce that. It depends on the advice from NKN. Because when it comes to this, It all depends on MKN. To what extent or when we can accept uh, foreign people. For example, I think Singapore, they already declare they can receive people who like to come for business travel and datang for short meeting for business travel. But they give a very detailed rule. Those people cannot go out. When they arrive, they have to go direct to the hotel. Bus being provided. So the immigration, everything will be cleared at the hotel. So and then when they go for a meeting, the one that they meet, there must be a glass. They cannot meet face to face. It must be a glass. So there's a lot of regulations that the Singapore government put onto it. Even when shopping, the shopping will come to the hotel, not for them to go to the hotel, to the shopping center. So, so those kind of things, the Singapore government put some rules over that. Yeah. So, it's not an easy one. Because we have to look and see how is the scenario in the world, yeah, and in the regions for the next few months.
Okay, I think that's all for the question from the floor. Thank you again, Mr. Iskandar Mirza, for answering those questions. And for the great presentations, it was a pleasure to have you with us for today. And also, this also is our ending of our semester actually. And it's very good, insightful information toward our student. And majority of them is already almost to graduate from the program itself. Okay, so I would like to take the opportunity again to our head of tourism study, Dr. Sharina, and lecturers from the Department of Tourism Planning and Development, as well as to our Dean UniKL, Dean UniKL Business School, which is Professor Dr. Sulaiman Salijan. Okay, so that's all for today webinar. Thank you again from to Tourism Malaysia, especially to Mr. Iskandar Mirza and to all your staff that support in terms of today webinar. I hope that we able to have a good continued relationship between UniKL Business School with Tourism Malaysia. In future, we also will put our tourism proposal and also suggestion about the collaboration between the academic and also with Tourism Malaysia in future. That's all from me, and also thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Also,
you.
to all of you, congratulations, you finished your course. And also, I'm so sorry just now there's a hiccup for the, especially during the video.
That's
So
okay,
sorry.
no problem.
So,
That is technology.
Oh,
all
that's
right.
all. Thank you so much, Cik Iskandar.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay,
you,
Assalamualaikum
everyone. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.